my mother's health insurance changed to where instead of her being fully covered, she had to pay a high deductible before her insurance would cover her. So she asked me to borrow $500 that I didn't have. Mom has rheumatoid arthritis, so I said, yes, I have the money, and I'll, in my head I was thinking, I'll find the money wherever I have to find it so that she doesn't, suffer in any way. So I go to, sorry, I'm nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous, really.
So I go to a payday loan type of place, and I knew I wouldn't be able to pay it back in 2 weeks, but I figured I'll figure out a way to pay it back. So I get approved for, $500 loan, and from July to, I guess I didn't realize it would take that long to actually pay it, but July all the way to December, I was still paying basically interest on the loan. I calculated everything that I paid, and it was roughly over $1,200 of interest that I was paying on the loans that I had gotten out. In December, I still didn't have the money to pay it in full, so I was still planning on paying in payments. But I work for Neighborhood Centers, and they just opened up a credit union about 2 years ago. And someone who works over at the credit union gave me a call and said they had seen my name, and they were wondering why I was paying so many interest charges. And so I basically told them the truth. I just, I didn't have the money to pay it in full, so I was doing what I had to do until I could actually save the money to pay it in full. And so at that time, I was reaching my 2 years with Neighborhood Center, so I was able to qualify for a PAL loan. PAL loan was about $1,000. Basically they asked me, send in everything you owe and we'll see what we can do for you. And thank God they paid off everything that I owed in one loan, and basically I've been paying them back. And so Neighborhood Centers offered me it was about a $1,300 loan, and I pay $70 per paycheck, which is basically just I think it was about 100 and something in interest in a matter of 10 months, rather $1,200 in 4 months. So basically that's all I wanted to share with you guys was.
No, that's good information. We're glad you did. Senator West has a question.
And I think it's real important. You thought you were paying interest.
Fees, interest,
okay.
whatever to pay
in your
off.
mind, you were paying interest, but it was actually a fee in terms of that rollover fee that was being charged, and you thought it was interest. Okay.
And then just a comment that I wanted to make earlier. You guys were talking about complaints. I would have never complained because I needed the money and the money was there for me, so I was grateful that I got the money. Do I think that there should be a cap? I definitely think there should be a cap. But I was, that's what I needed, and so I got the money, and I did what I had to do, but I would have never spoken up about it because it's what I needed to do, and so I did it.
Senator Whitmire, did you have a question?
Yeah, just briefly, you've done a real fine job and got over that nervousness. How did you know about today's hearing? What?
My job. They asked me to come and share my story with you all.
Oh, the job. Okay. Certainly. I'm just always fascinated what
other questions,
members?
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.